Good afternoon. It is Wednesday, the 7th of December, and this is Katie with another episode of a musical advent calendar from Breaking Walls and Closing Cupboards. So today, as well as next part of the Christmas story and a song, we're also going to have a little challenge which I decided to make up. You know how we have those little Tumblr ask things where you have a load of numbers and then a question for each one. I've made one for Christmas. I shall share the questions on Tumblr probably later on, and I'm going to answer those questions for you in this episode. But first we'll have the next part of the Christmas story. So I'm just going to open it and find number 7, which is setting off. Joseph brought their donkey to the door. There he harnessed the animal and filled its saddlebags with food and clothing for the journey. He packed a sack of fodder for the donkey too. "Mary, I'm sorry we cannot wait until after the baby is born to make the trip," said Joseph. "I am not afraid," said Mary. "Our baby has been blessed by the Lord." So that was setting off. Tomorrow's is number 8, which is the journey. So the start of the journey in the next one, and next is going to be the Christmas Tumblr Asks challenge. So I made a list of 25 questions that I would form into a little Tumblr asking session of things to do with Christmas. So I might answer them out of order, I might answer them just in order. So here we go with question number 1. How do you like your mince pies? Well, I like my mince pies warmed in the microwave for about 15 seconds. Sometimes I'll have them with ice cream, usually vanilla. So I like them. And my favourite brand is Mr. Kipling, but I've also had some really nice homemade mince pies before. So it's between those two. It's the Kiplings and the homemade ones I've had. What is my favourite Christmas carol? Well, I've always loved Away in a Manger since I was little, but then when I was 10, when I started going to choir, we started doing O Come All Ye Faithful, as well as Hark the Herald Angels Sing, and O Come All Ye Faithful has that descant high bit for the soprano, so I learned that when I was 10, and I can't sing it as well as I could then now, but I still try, and it's one of my favourite. Number 4, let's have for that. What do I do on Christmas Day? Well, get up, wait till everybody else is awake, open presents. I think start watching it, like if there's a DVD or something, we might start watching that or see what else is on television. And then we'll have breakfast, then we will get dressed and go to church together as a family. At our church, we actually take an unopened Christmas present and open it there during the service. So one year, I opened my slippers at the service. I think another year I opened a Take That CD at the service. So then after church, so it'll be about lunchtime. Then we come home. I think we start watching whatever's on Christmas films are on TV. And then middle of the afternoon we'll have our Christmas lunch and just do things. We might have Christmas pudding later in the afternoon, we might not, we might leave that till Boxing Day, we just continue watching Christmas films, and then in the evening we have Strictly Come Dancing and Doctor Who always, so then just other things that are on TV until we go back to sleep at night. Right, so then what do I do on Christmas Eve? Well, we don't actually put up our Christmas tree until Christmas Eve. So we put up our Christmas tree, we listen to, I bring my laptop down for Christmas songs, watch things like The Snowman, of things that are on TV, just have a shower, get ready, do things. I think last year I managed to, I think I changed my bedclothes on Christmas Eve before going to bed. And in the evening, for the past 3 years, I've gone with my dad and some friends from church, carol singing around one of the local areas, and then come home and get ready for bed. And then what's next? Number 5. What is my favourite Michael Bublé Christmas song? Well, that is Cold December Nights, and also the Jingle Bells with the Papini Sisters. Have I ever spent Christmas in another country, and what did I do there? In 2003, when I was 8.5, I went to Sri Lanka with my family for my cousin's wedding, which was on the 27th, and I think we started Christmas the normal way, but my mum actually put some Christmas presents for me and my brother in a safe in the hotel room. We decorated the hotel room with little, we had chocolate Santas, and we used the wrappers as decorations and used tissue paper as kind of tinsel around the room. What else did we do? Then for lunch we had Christmas lunch in one of the restaurants in the hotel, and then after lunch it was the wedding rehearsal, so we got dressed up for that. And then when it came to the evening, it was a bit too late to go swimming, so we went back to the room and watched Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. And then, yeah, I think that was it really. Number 7. Do you have an angel or a star on your Christmas tree? We have an angel on our tree. And a little star, a little purse, which I once decorated a clothes hanger thing on the back of my door as a Christmas tree, and I put a star on that. But we have an angel on our well, it's not big, but our tree downstairs. Have I ever been in a nativity play? So many times. So I've been an angel. First time I was an angel when I was 3. I've been a sheep when I was 4. I've been Mary a few times. I've been one of the 3 kings. I've been a narrator. I've done narrating a lot. Things I haven't been are, I haven't been a shepherd, I haven't been a star, and I haven't been Joseph, or Jesus. My brother's been Jesus. And when my brother was Jesus, I was an angel, and my parents were Mary and Joseph. But yes, I've been in the nativity a lot of times, and I'm looking forward to it again in just under 2 weeks' time. Right, that's that. Number 9. What is your favourite film to watch at Christmas? My favourite is A Miracle on 34th Street, which is the, I think it's 1994 version with Mara Wilson. And I think I first saw that when I was about 9, and I've loved it ever since. What did you do for Christmas in primary school? I think we did like Christmassy arts and crafts things. We made hats for ourselves, I think at least one year. I think my hat from year 1 was had this like pinky purple tinsel and then my name on it. We have Christmas party, so we play games, we have songs, and we also have a visit from Santa. And then we also have Christmas dinner and also our Christmas carol service each year in a local church. What did you do for Christmas in secondary school? It's question 11. We've, well, when my brother was still in junior school, there was the junior school Christmas concert. And then a week later was the senior school Christmas concert, which I was sometimes in with the choir. And also in between times, we'd also have, a few of the years, we'd have the drama showcase, which one of the years was a Christmas Carol, but I didn't manage to be in that one because I was ill on the day. But in other years, I've been in we did scenes from Blood Brothers one year for the senior section, and then we've done. I think one was called The Mystery Gift, which was the Greek set, one set in Greece, and then in my first year it was a play called What is a Hero, which was written by our drama teacher. And on the last day of term we'd have 9 lessons in carols, and that was that. And then what did I do for Christmas at uni for number 12? We for the past few years we've been singing in the Christmas market at uni. This is with Bosom, which is the musical theatre group. So we've had, like, last year we had a stall as well. So they were selling hats, and I think there was candles and Christmas ornaments and cards, which were really pretty cards as well. We went to a local pantomime for the past 2 years and had dinner. I think that was it, really, uni-wise. Yeah. Number 13, how many festive jumpers do you own, and describe them? Well, I have 3. One of them is red and has a white heart with red reindeer in the middle. Second one, I think it's brown with a black reindeer, and also I have a white Minnie Mouse one. So it's like it has sequin snowflakes and then Minnie Mouse sat at the bottom in a winter coat. So that was it. Number 14, what is the best advent calendar that you have ever had? I'm not sure when it was, but one year I had a Clickets advent calendar as well as a normal chocolate one. So Clickets is that little, it's like a girly type like Lego of some kind, and each day you'd get a little set to make some kind of piece of jewellery, and you could mix and match them. So there was even little cards and bracelets and rings that you could make in little ring boxes. It was really fun, and also not only did I get it, but so did my brother. So it's not just for girls. I'm putting that out there now. Number 15, do I have a reindeer onesie? Yes, I do. It is navy blue. I've had it for 3 years, and it has reindeers and Christmas trees on it. And I might wear it in another video. You never know. Number 16, have you ever baked your own gingerbread man cookies? I haven't yet, but there is a recipe in the latest Christmas Tesco magazine with gingerbread cookie recipes, and it has a star-shaped, sour and snowflake shaped cookie to make a wreath. But I actually found some gingerbread men cutters while shopping on Thursday, so I got them as a surprise to myself. And I might be making some gingerbread men cookies at some point very soon. What's next? Number 17. What time did you go to sleep last Christmas Eve? Well, last Christmas Eve, I think when I got home after carol singing, changed the bedclothes, and then I think I was wanting to watch one of my favourite Christmas specials, which takes half an hour, so I watched that on YouTube. And then eventually it came to 2 a.m. and I think I was nearly ready for bed, but then I'd been on Twitter and I found Tracy Toms, who played Joanne in the film version of Rent, starting a little tweet along of the sequence of December 24th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because 2 a.m. on Christmas Day, our time is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast of America. So she was tweeting along with that for about 15 minutes, no, I think it was 20 minutes, half an hour, until the Rent sequence, I think, was in the song. So I stayed up to watch that and probably only went to sleep at about 2:30 a.m. on Christmas Day, which was really bad. Number 18. What did you do last New Year's Eve? Well, last New Year's Eve, both me and my brother got invited to a friend's for New Year's. So my friend's brother is my brother's friend. So we were both there. There's lots of other people there, including my best friend. So we watched the Jules Holland we watched Jules Holland and also the New Year fireworks on BBC, and then eventually went to sleep. Number 19, have you ever been to a Boxing Day sale? Well, I think for the past several years I've gone to either Tesco or Next Boxing Day sales. Last year I looked in Next for a blanket, because I don't have a blanket, just when I'm out at sleepovers or whatever, I normally just have my sleeping bag. So I looked for a blanket but didn't find one that I liked. But in Tesco I found these pyjamas. So this is Mickey and Minnie, and it says at the bottom mistletoe kisses, and also the brown and black reindeer jumper that I described earlier. Number 20. Do you have a real or fake Christmas tree? We have a fake Christmas tree. I think we get a lot of. It's one that we've had for a very, very long time, but it's still shedding like the fake leaves all over the place. And if we had a real one, I think it would be even worse. So we don't go there. Number 21. What old Christmas videos from when you were a kid do you still watch? I'm still watching Barney Waiting for Santa from 1990, which I've had so little on video, but the video player doesn't work anymore, so I've been watching on YouTube for the past 2 years. Barney's Night Before Christmas, which is from 1999. High Five Christmas one. Which else? Winnie the Pooh as well. So I'm also, as well as those, I've been watching things like Glee and Just the Snowman. But those are the ones that I've been watching for a really long time. I used to also watch Bob the Builder, Christmas to Remember, but I don't know if I found that on YouTube to replace being able to watch it in video. Right. Number 22. How are you at ice skating? I'm really bad. I last went ice skating nearly 2 years ago, and the whole time I was holding onto my best friend's hand because I was really scared of falling over. And if I fell over, he fell over, and if he fell over, I fell over. And it's a bit terrifying because I just can't balance on it. I've been ice skating twice before that, and the first time was when I was 8, and I fell over as soon as I left the side and really hurt. Number 23, have you ever been to a German Christmas market? I went to a German Christmas market 5 years ago with some friends from school. We went to the one in Leeds, and we went on the Dodgems. We, I think, had donuts and the German hot dog things. Don't know what exactly they're called, Wurst, but I'm not sure what type of Wurst they were. And just walked around, I think it was, I'm not sure. Number 24, how do you eat your Christmas pudding? I eat my Christmas pudding with brandy butter, which my grandma has made, and it's really nice. And I think the brandy butter a lot more than I like the Christmas pudding, which is strange. And I don't really like alcohol at all. Or brandy, I have never tried brandy on its own. And the last question is, number 25, what time do you normally wake up on Christmas Day? Well, I think I normally wake up now, probably between 7 and 8 o'clock. That was all for that Tumblr Christmas Asks. And now we'll be getting on with the song, which is Avenue Q. Do-do-do, ba-da-ba. Do-do-do, ba-da-ba-wa. The sun is shining, it's a lovely day. The perfect morning for a kid to play. But you've got lots of bills to pay. What can you do? You work real hard and the pay's real low. And every hour goes oh so slow. And at the end of the day, there's nowhere to go but home to Avenue Q. You live on Avenue Q. Your friends do too. You are 22 and you live on Avenue Q. You live on Avenue Q. You live on Avenue Q. That was Avenue Q from the musical Avenue Q, and we'll be back tomorrow with another part of the Christmas story and another song. So that's all now for today's Breaking Walls and Closing Cupboards. Bye!